Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, May 27th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I balance consciousness with what I know by heart. And today we have a bit of a T-square going on with the mutable signs. We have Gemini activated, and we have Sagittarius activated, and we have Pisces activated. And I say when we have these mutable T-square energies that we kind of come to somewhat of a crossroads in regards to information. Now, especially with Sun and Gemini, we are picking up stimulation every which way, left, right, front, back, like in every second. There's so much stimulus coming at us, and all of us get to experience the Gemini energy of like suck up the information. But then we have that Pisces, Moon in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, and that Pisces energy tunes us into deeper truths. You know, Gemini kind of brings us like what's happening right here, right now. And then we've got Sagittarius, which has read all of the books. It knows all of the wisdom. So we have these three different intelligence forms that are kind of coming at each other, and it can be very confusing to the intellect. It can be confusing even to the consciousness. And so you have to realize, as much as you know, as much as you read, as much as you interpret from what you're picking up at this time, to remember to hold on to what you know by heart, and don't get so concerned by what is outside. Aladdin quote, "It is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts." This is no ordinary lamp. It's so funny that it's playing in my head. Don't forget to tune in to within as you are getting all of this stimulus from outside of you, because that will help balance it, because sometimes it just becomes too much. So, that being said, let's look at these transits for the day. The moon is making all of the connections. So Moon in Pisces is like, I'm going to inject a little magic here, I'm going to inject a little intuition here, and hey, by the way, are you paying attention to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? The first connection of the day really, well, it brings that square to the surface. It is the Moon in Pisces squaring Mercury in Gemini. So we have that divine intelligence, that oneness, the things that we know, the psychic mysteries that we do know inherently coming up against like what's going on right now. And I think that's a big thing. Like, oh my God, the world is heavy right now, right? Like some of these things right now is like, oh, can we lighten up just a little bit? And yet there is a divine plan that's going on. So it's like interpreting the heavy, that Mercury energy. It's 13 degrees. That is that revolution, evolution degree. So it is triggering. But can you know that there is a divine plan that's unfolding? Can you know that things are actually going okay? Even if it's not going okay at the same time. Like, can you honor that space even in the discomfort? And that's part of this square. Beyond what you see going on, beyond what the stimulus is telling you. So that is the first awareness. The next connection we have is the moon in Pisces connecting to Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus is like, hey, you gotta treat yourself very well in order to move through these energies. So this is just a call to do something kind for yourself. Do something kind for your divine self, to help you move through, again, these heaviness, these heavy energies. Moon conjunct Neptune. Whew. How have your dreams been? Because I have been dreaming so much, and like I cannot get enough sleep right now. Wow, so many messages and so much processing in my dreams. So if you are a dreamer, tune in. If you're not a dreamer, spend some time in purposeful daydream, helping call in these magical energies, helping tune into your higher self, helping tune into that higher guidance, higher wisdom to help move you through these currents. Moon in Pisces connecting to Saturn. Moon is telling Saturn, oh my God, lighten up. Can we listen to that message, please, Saturn? Lighten up. It's okay. There's a divine plan unfolding. Here's a checkpoint. Are you being on purpose? Are you being conscious on purpose? Are you tuning into your higher self on purpose? Are you tuning into your soul on purpose? Move forward on purpose. Here comes another one of those squares. Moon in Pisces squaring Jupiter. Jupiter is 21 degrees. It is retrograde. It's wanting to expand our inner self, our inner beliefs. And that moon in Pisces, it can help, but Jupiter may come up to a point where it's like Jupiter has read all of these things and thinks all of these things. Sometimes there is knowing that you have that is beyond the knowing that you read in books or come across anything else. And I say you do need to defer to that inner knowing, those inner feelings. It's there for you for a reason. Like, trust in those energies. They are there for you. Don't get spun out by those other energies, because sometimes they're there to kind of test you, and sometimes they're there to kind of help you expand and settle into yourself. But just be aware that you may feel that a few times today, those squares and that energy. The moon is then also going to connect in to Pluto, that 22 degrees energy. How are you utilizing this transformation? And are you using these transformation energies in alignment with your higher self? Or are you falling and sinking into the heaviness? There's so much heaviness right now. I'm right there with you. I feel it so strongly. But we always have that chance to rise in gratitude and to rise in our light, to rise in ourselves, to align with our purpose and let that keep moving us forward and moving us up, even as there's density. The thing with this density is a lot of this density is actually falling off of us at this time. You're processing it, and that's part of the heaviness, but realize consciously that there's a lot of it that's falling off. So rejoice in this heaviness, because it's like shedding some skin. See you later. I also do want to mention that the moon is coming in contact with the North Node in Cancer. What do you need to nurture yourself? That is of the utmost importance at this time. Keep nurturing yourself. Keep honoring your divine sensitivity. Feelings are a superpower, and they're there for a reason. They are showing you where you're at along your path. So let's look at these cards that I put to the side. Okay, this one, the exhaustion card. Like I said, I have been so tired. I have been sleeping so much. It's really been needed. But this exhaustion feeling, like I said, it is part of the processing of this heaviness, of these densities that are coming. And this card, I feel like, goes so hand in hand with this one. As these energies fall off with this exhaustion energy, here we are rising, moving beyond bars. So it's an important, wonderful thing. Clinging to the past in reverse right there with it, letting go of this old stuff. It's a really beautiful thing, but you do have to feel your way through it. Both this card and this card are feeling cards, so don't be afraid to feel your way through it. The other card I have is the control card. Be very aware of your control tendencies. So often we try to control ourselves and we lock down our feelings, and that control is those bars. So move beyond control when it comes to that, and really allow yourself to feel and move through these things. It's okay that you're feeling. It's okay that you're processing. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for today. Take a second. What are you grateful for? I am grateful for these heavy, dense energies shifting away. I'm also grateful for really cute. We have a little Lala mice around. She loved playing with these, and Joe found one today and put it on the altar. So we've got Lala Spirit with us on the altar, and I'm really grateful for that. Besides that, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.